started all the stuff for Pere Cheney a few years back, getting this going. So I have to give gratitude to Brian for starting it. But when I took over as supervisor, Brian's first words to me was, make sure you don't leave Pere Cheney behind. So I'd like to let you know I haven't.
Thank you.
So thank you on that. On that, we're going to turn it over to Mr. Burrell, but I'm not going to give all your stuff because I'd have it wrong.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Lieutenant Colonel Brian Burrell, the Deputy Garrison Commander for Camp Grayling. With me, with my color guard, I've got Sergeant Brent Davis, Command Sergeant Major Ken Smith, my battle partner at the headquarters, Sergeant Sarah Davis, Sergeant First Class Jeremy Mead, and Sergeant Crawford. So that's our color guard today. Ladies and gentlemen, thanks for coming out here and being part of this. I've got some notes here. Again, I do better when I have a script in front of me, so bear with me. I don't do well with winging it unless I'm talking from the heart. So in some instances I can do that because again, when you're talking from the heart, you're talking with truth and honesty. So again, thank you for coming, distinguished visitors, Beaver Creek Township officials. Thank you, Mr. Ashton. Thanks for initiating this. Mr. Nook, thanks for following through and making us a part of this, because this is a big deal. There was Civil War veterans buried here, and it's a good thing. This is a great thing. So, again, we are here today to honor the people who have been laid to rest in this historic cemetery of Pere Cheney. The town, first known as Center Plains Township, was established by a land grant from the Michigan Central Railroad and was at one time a lumbering community, which later became Pere Cheney. In 1878, George Cheney plotted the cemetery on the outskirts of the village. Whose population suffered from diphtheria twice, once in 1893 and again in 1897, leaving only 18 residents by 1917, and eventually becoming a deserted community as we know it today. Pere Cheney Cemetery is listed in the Michigan State Register of Historic Sites by Beaver Creek in 1991. As representatives of Camp Grayling Joint Maneuver Training Center in the U.S. Army, we have been invited here to participate in honoring the Civil War veterans that are either interred here or that were part of the community. Those flags have been marked, or those sites have been marked with flags of the United States in honor of Memorial Day. Today, and especially on this Memorial Day, we remember the bravery and valor of the men and women whose ultimate sacrifice in the name of the country allows us to live free today. Soldiers from Pere Cheney, Orlando Andrews, Ira Kuman, Geo Love, Elias Wyckoff, Lowell Fox, William Fuller, James Burton, John Carter, S.H. Johnson, James Neff, Henry Schaefer, Peter Valade, Charles Vincent, Alfred Weisner, A.M. Odell, Frederick Barker, John Wallace, Henry Davenport, and Henry Ingeson. Specifically, those buried here: James Burton, Lowell Fox, A.M. Odell, and Charles Vincent. Please take a moment to bow our heads and hold a moment of silence for these heroes.
markers on the lots. And what we have done is the ones that we have found that have, actually still have their numbers on them are marked in the orange flags. These blue flags right here are actually roadways, because we don't think the road's in the right spot from where it originated. So those are those. And then these little yellow stakes are still the cornerstone marks that don't have you can't read the numbers anymore, so we can go off of the ones we know and try to get them all right now. So just trying to remap it and get it what we know. So been a lot of work, a lot of walking, a lot of scuffing your feet, because most of them are buried under mounds of moss or whatever. So if you find one, you can head off in a straight line like that and start scuffing your feet, and you can find more if they're there. So and we tried Sharon's detector, but they're all made out of terracotta and cement, so the detectors don't work on anything. It's footwork and finding. So that's what we're doing, trying to just refind them all and remap it and get it right. So yeah.
Is this an open cemetery as far as other people can be laid to rest here?
No.
So it's a closed cemetery?
Yes.
And but the cemetery is on township or county property? Okay.
Township. Actually owned by Beaver Creek Township. It was gifted to the township 1878, is that when it was? After Pere Cheney.
Karen, that's her hair.
I know some of the same names are like in Pokemon County too, so it's like,
Yeah, there's a good crossroads. And there's quite a few, there might be only one death row listed on there, but there might be 5 buried here. Because there's a list, I think we have 78 now that we know of. But the problem is, when this cemetery originated, it was in 1800 and it was Center Plain Cemetery. So 1820, all gun records have been destroyed by fire. We have nothing. And the first part of the Pere Cheney records have also been destroyed by fire. So we only know what we know. And if somebody else, has any other information, we'd like to have it, so we can try to redo this on paper. So that's what we're working on now. And we're working on getting new fencing across and new gates across the front. What did you say? Oh, I thought you said something. So that's what we're working on. Brian had started this a few years ago, and we're going to continue. We've gotten donations from the Lions Club and stuff like that now. So we're getting going.
okay, does this sit, is there very much state land around it?
Most of it's private. On this side along the railroad tracks is all state, but it's privately owned on this side and it's privately owned on this side and all the way around it. So I don't know how much is state land that way from there, because that's where the old town's at too. So I'm not positive.
Did you have to go